Just when I thought there weren't any more methods of carrying knives with paracord, I get pulled back in.
But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Because this new method uses paracord only, it'll work on a lot of sheaths, it's adjustable, and it allows you to carry in many different positions. Anyhow, I was browsing YouTube as I normally do and came across this gem of a video from Cole over at Tysinger Knife and Tool. And he showed this method of using paracord and a hitch knot to rig up a sheath. It's simple and effective and I like it, but I've come up with a couple of minor changes to make it even better.
Would you like to know more?
Sure you do. Also be sure to stick to the end to see my favorite fixed blade carry trick. So the biggest change is mainly this, and also how we start this knife knot. Now, I'm using a lacing needle. A pen or even toothpick would work just fine, but a lacing needle is far better, as you'll see why in a bit. And we're going to make a cow hitch just like the original method, but here is the change. We're going to pass the running ends one extra pass around the lacing needle a second time and make this prusik knot, or is it prusik? Either way, from there, the running ends are going to pass through the sheath and around the back, and then back to the front to form the belt loops. You see, a few months ago, I did a video about 5 methods of carrying fixed blade knives with paracord, and they were pretty extensive, and I do think they all worked quite well. In fact, I even did 2 follow-ups to that video. So I guess that makes this video a follow-up of a follow-up of a follow-up. The main difference and benefit of this method compared to those other ones that I posted is that this one requires no hardware like cord locks and is purely paracord and knot tying. And of course, the paracord used in this video is from paracordweavers.com. Check us out for the best paracord and supplies, as well as our amazing kits. And here's the reason why I said it's better to use a lacing needle, because we can attach one end to the ends of the needle and then pull it through the prusik knot. Then do the same on the other end. Now, why does this knot work better than the cow hitch? Well, the prusik has an extra pass, and that increases the amount of friction on the running ends. This means that the adjustable ends will stay in place a lot better than just with a regular hitch knot. Is it that much better? I would say both methods work, but the prusik is a little bit more secure. What do you think? Now, this isn't the only improvement, as my second change would be here and how to finish the running ends. Instead of tying a single overhand knot, I'm going to tie a triple overhand knot or barrel knot, and I like these because they're a bit larger than a single overhand knot, which makes them easier to grab when you're cinching down the knot onto your belt. Now you might be wondering how secure or rigid this method of carry is, and I can definitely say the prusik knot holds the knife onto the belt very securely, and it doesn't move around much at all. You might need to pull in the overhand knots once in a while to make sure it's not loose, but I don't see it loosening for no reason, maybe like 100 times in a row or something. And speaking of which, I mentioned to you multiple carry methods. You do want to see those, right? Of course you do, so let me show you. On this first example I've been working on with the way we've tied this onto the Civivi Tamashi, this setup is for the somewhat controversial scout carry. Notice the prusik knot is on the same side as the spine of the knife. My belt goes through the 2 paracord loops with my belt loop in between them. This allows for that very cool carry at the small of your back, which is great for larger blades, but there are some downsides. But I'll let you all argue in the comments section about that one. That is the scout carry. Moving on to my SC Azula, I've got this one set up for vertical carry. Notice the prusik knot is lined up with the heel of the knife. And also I'm right-handed. But you're probably wondering, Tim, why do you have the knife facing backwards? Well, it's not for drawing in reverse grip, as I'm no knife fighter. It's for my favorite fixed blade carry trick.
How about a magic trick?
It's set up in what I like to call the cowboy draw position, because having the butt end of the knife facing forward allows you to draw the knife more easily from your hip without having to sort of cock your elbow back uncomfortably. All you have to do is turn your wrist inwards to grab the knife in natural grip to remove it. And trust me, you'll feel a world of difference if you haven't tried it. And finally, for the third option, we have the CRKT tailbone here, and this one is set up for appendix carry or that sort of cross-draw carry. You could of course set up the Azula for this position as well. Another thing great about this adjustable knife knot is that if you need the belt loops to accommodate 2 layers of your belt, you can do that too. To undo or loosen the cord on the sheath, you just slip your finger behind the prusik knot and push forward on it, and that will loosen the cord. Then you can take it off, fit more belt underneath it, and then to secure, pull on the 2 stopper knots. So the prusik knife knot, 1 method, 3 ways of carry. Pretty useful, right? Hope you enjoyed.